They taught us that a simple hi or hey was boring, and they gave us one of the most memorable greetings of all time. Today, we're chatting with one of the stars from this iconic commercial. Take a look.
Hello?
What's that?
What's up? Yo, where's Dookie?
Yo, Dookie. Yo.
What's that?
What's that?
Hold on. Hello?
So what's up, B?
Watching the game, having a bud.
True. True.
Oh, we welcome Scott Brooks, a.k.a. Dookie, to the show.
First of all, I want to say I was not laughing at her. I was laughing with her. Okay, let's put that straight.
It's okay if you're laughing at me. I'm used to it.
But Dookie, since you're here, I gotta give you one. What's that? You gotta commit. You gotta commit. So that greeting is actually something you did with your friends years before Budweiser got its hands on it. How did this commercial even come to be? That's so interesting.
Okay, so growing up, my best friend was a guy named Charles Stone, and he was a music video director, but he wanted to get into the feature film world. So he made a short film that was kind of going to be like his calling card so that he could get into the feature film world. And it was entered into some film festivals, and people started seeing it. And since this was like, you know, the late 90s, before the internet and YouTube, people were making copies of the videotape back in the bootleg tape day and sending it around and giving it to their friends and everything. And one of the ad execs from DDB in Chicago saw the video and called him and said, yo, we want to turn this into a Budweiser commercial.
Wow.
That's crazy. Now, you guys are all still friends. Do you still say that to each other, or you're like, listen, Doug, enough? I don't know if any of your friends are named Doug.
I wouldn't say we like, listen, that's enough. No, we would never say that. But I mean, like, that was something we actually used to do with each other back in our teens and 20s. So when Charles was going to make the short film, he actually told me, he's like, it's about that thing we used to do back in the day, you know? So, yeah.
That's so cool.
So now we do other silly stuff now when we see each other.
Ooh, coming soon.
Yeah. Mary Lou, you were going to say
No, I
something?
was going to say, did you have to audition, or did your friend just have you do the part? Because you guys were,
Okay,
you know.
here's the funny thing. Hi, Mary Lou. First of all, big fan.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, I was not in the short film. So when Anheuser-Busch spoke to him and said, we want to, you know, turn this into the commercial, he called me. I was working as a bouncer in a nightclub in Philly. So he called me and he's like, listen, we're holding auditions. Get up here and audition.
Whoa.
So I did. I came up and I auditioned, and I ended up getting the part of Dookie. So
Yes.
That's awesome.
It's appropriate, you know, that would happen. Now, do people yell?
Come on, you got to give
do
it.
it
You
here.
got to give it.
you got to do it. You got to do
You
it.
got to do it.
Come on.
Did
Come
people
on.
yell, what's
Yes.
That's going to be on my highlight reel. To you on the street. And do you have a favorite fan encounter?
People still, you know, when they recognize me, which isn't as often as it used to be, but every now and then they surprise me. And now, back in the day, yeah, they just used to run up right in my ear, yell, ah! Now it's a quiet thing. They quietly, you know, sidle up next to me and go like, what's that? And let me know that they know it's me. I actually, this is 100% true. I actually had a woman tell me that her child's first words were, what's up?
No.
I could see that.
That's so funny. Because I was telling them,
Absolutely.
my boys are 26 and 27 now, but when the commercial came out, they were little, and they would do that. What's up?
It's perfect for little children.
You know, Mary Lou,
It's
was like, if I
perfect
ever
for
meet
little
the guy that
children.
did that, and here you are right now.
I know, it's kismet. For sure.
Sorry,
Does it
I
ever get tired?
apologize.
Does it ever get old for you to have somebody do that, or do you like love it?
See, here's the thing, and this is what I've always said from day one. we could have gotten famous for something that everybody hated. You know, then we'd have people coming up and punching us in the face and kicking us in the shin. But it's love. It's all love. So when people do it, they do it from a place of, you know, love. And so it's great.
Well
great.
said.
I love it.
Well said, Scott. So how did this commercial change your life, you and your friends' lives?
Well, it completely changed my life. I was working as a nightclub bouncer, and then I was a working actor, and not just a working actor, but I was literally world famous. You know, so, and it just, everything snowballed from there. I hosted a television show on ABC. I've done other commercials, you know, I've done movies, I've done other television. Yeah, so it just completely changed my life.
So cool. It really is.
I have a really quick question. I just want to know, like, what was the one moment, the first time you were like, oh, this is something?
Right.
Because you didn't have the internet to look at numbers. Was it something where you're like, oh, this is a thing?
Okay. So our PR person got us into the Grammys that year.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, that was in 2000. So we walked the red carpet.
Wow.
So we're walking up and down the red carpet, and nobody wanted to talk to us because they had no idea who we were, because this was early on in the commercials, you know, run. So we were going up and down like that press aisle,
Right.
and nobody wanted to talk to us. So we were just like, forget it. Let's just go into the Grammys. So we started walking up the red carpet into the Grammys. And, you know, they have those bleachers set up. I never knew that. So all of a sudden you heard, yo, Duke, what's up? And then the whole bleachers lit up with the what's up. And then all of a sudden, all of the press was like, come back. And then they all wanted to interview us.
That's awesome, man.
So I was like,
great guy.
okay.
The fans spoke up.
Yeah.
We so appreciate
Yeah.
you, DBL Nation. Be sure to follow Scott on Facebook. Thank you,
Awesome,
Scott,
man.
for taking us down a trip down memory
was so
lane. We'll be
cool.
right back.
Thank you for having me. Thank you. Hey, everybody.